Digimon Liberator Tips 27, Battle Coverage 10 versus Abbadomon. This battle is between Close, playing a Mineral deck, and Unchained, who is playing an Abbadomon deck. As we mentioned last time in our coverage, Close's Mineral deck pulls off powerful effects by trashing Digivolution cards. Her deck can win out of nowhere so long as she has all the cards in her hand, but it looks like things won't be so easy this time. That is because of the trump card in Unchained's deck, Abbadomon Core. The Abbadomon deck deploys Digimon at a low cost using the effect of Negamon in the breeding area. It fills its trash in hand at the same time, then uses Abbadomon's effect to play Abbadomon Core into the breeding area from the trash. Abbadomon Core then pops out of the breeding area in response to the opponent's attack, deleting the opponent's Digimon and blocking their attack. This action on the part of Abbadomon Core could very likely put an end to Pyramidimon's final blow. That said, even if Close could break through, in the time it would take, Unchained could quickly chip away at Close's security. Such is the power and speed of this Digimon, the Emperor of Emptiness, Abbadomon. Digimon cards work in peculiar ways in every deck, but this Abbadomon deck has a very unique playstyle. How will Close fare against it? Worse still, Close's partner, Tsunarisamon, is now in Unchained's hands, so Close is forced to fight Unchained alone, a little sister squaring off against her older sibling to rescue Tsunarisamon. What will be the outcome of this battle? Let's go over it with our coverage. First, this is Close's playing field after a few turns. In her battle area, there are 3 of her tamer cards and a suspended Gogmamon, while she only has 2 cards left in her security stack. This deck needs time to set up, so Unchained probably took the opportunity to chip away at Close's security. Meanwhile, this is how things look on Unchained's side. In Unchained's battle area, there is a Raremon, a black memory boost, and they still have 4 security cards left. But when spectating a battle with an Abbadomon deck, the real thing to watch is the Digi-Egg deck. Right now, the number of cards in Unchained's Digi-Egg deck is 0. This can only mean one thing: Unchained is pushing the game in their favor. And now it is Unchained's turn. The memory gauge is at 4 first. Unchained uses the delay effect of Black Memory Boost, moving the memory gauge to 6. Then Raremon is digivolved into Abbadomon at a cost of 3. The number of Negamon, which is a condition for Abbadomon's when digivolving effect to trigger, including the trash and digivolution cards, comes out to 4 in total. Because the conditions for the when digivolving effect have been achieved, the Abbadomon Core is played from the trash into Unchained's breeding area. After that, Unchained uses 3 memory to play Tsunarisamon. This Tsunarisamon, once belonging to Close, has been slotted into the deck by Unchained, replacing an older card that suited the deck better. Its effect is that on your turn, it grants piercing to all your black Digimon with 13,000 DP or more. While this card is not a terrible fit for the Abbadomon deck, it certainly is not a vital part of the strategy. According to Unchained, there was no reason for it, but it is clear that they put it in there to taunt Close. With this act of mocking Close and Tsunarisamon, it would appear that the ex-special consultant to the debugging team is a perverse individual with sadistic tastes. Next, Abbadomon's attack crushes Close's Gogmamon. Gogmamon's on-deletion effect causes Landramon to be played from the top 3 cards of Close's deck. Then, the security check enabled by the piercing granted by Unchained's Tsunarisamon resolves. What came out of security was the unique emblem, Gravel Hearts. This option card was created by Alternative Override. It is a reproduction of the unique emblem of Close. Here, something interesting happens. The card's security effect literally allowed Close to steal her original Tsunarisamon back from Unchained right out of their hand. Then, the unique emblem is placed in the battle area. For those of you out there reading this coverage, please do not misunderstand. This effect absolutely does not exist on the copies of cards with this name that you all will receive. This effect is unique to Liberator, or rather, it is something akin to a miracle, manifested due to the bond between Close and Tsunarisamon. Triggered by the firm bond shared by the 2 of them, perhaps it should be called an alternative override of bonding. Returned to its partner, Tsunarisamon's effect changes. It's only natural since it is Close's Tsunarisamon. Tsunarisamon's on-play effect resolves. 2. Tumblemon are taken from the trash and added as its Digivolution cards. still reeling from the sudden chain of events, Unchained puts Soundbirdmon into play. Its on-play effect adds Eismon to their hand. Then, Abbadomon's End of All Turns effect triggers, and Eismon's Scatter Mode is placed as its Digivolution card, deleting Close's Landramon. Then, Unchained passes the turn to Close, with the memory gauge at 3. In the breeding phase, Close hatches Tumblemon. Then the memory gauge goes up to 4 at the start of the main phase, due to the effect of the Tamer card on the field. Close uses the main effect of Proganomon in her hand. By putting Landramon from the trash under Sunarisamon in the battle area as a Digivolution card, it causes a warp Digivolution into Proganomon at a cost of 3 Proganomons when Digivolving effect activates. By trashing their Tumblemon from its Digivolution cards, it gains 3000 DP itself and grants Collision and Piercing. The inherited effect of the trashed Tumblemon causes Close to gain 1 memory, up to 2. The bond between Close and Sunaritsamon has yet to show its full effect, because her Digimon digivolved into a Digimon with the mineral or rock trait, the Your Turn effect of the Tamer card triggers. Tumblemon and Landramon are placed from the trash under Proganomon as Digivolution cards. Now there are a total of 5 Digivolution cards under Proganomon. Close then digivolves Proganomon into Pyramidimon for 4 memory. As is, she would be passing memory to Unchained, but it's not an issue. Pyramidimons, when digivolving effect, gives Pyramidimon security A, +1 by trashing 2 Tumblemons and a Landramon from its Digivolution cards. Due to the inherited effect of the trashed Digimon cards, Close gains 2 memory and Soundbirdmon is deleted. And since her Digimon digivolved into a Digimon with the mineral or rock trait, the Your Turn effect of her Tamer card triggers, the 2 Tumblemons that were just used are taken from the trash and placed under Pyramidimon as Digivolution cards. Then, Pyramidimon attacks Abbadomon. As it did, Pyramidimons, when attacking effect triggered, unsuspending Pyramidimon and giving it security A, +1 by trashing Landramon and 2 Tumblemons from its Digivolution cards. Then, the Landramon and 2 Tumblemons that were trashed from Digivolution cards trigger their abilities. Close gains 2 memory and applies D-Digivolve 1 to Abbadomon. This causes Abbadomon to D-Digivolve into Eismon Scatter Mode. When Pyramidimon digivolved, the memory gauge, which had been leaning over into Unchained's side, suddenly swung back around to 2 on Close's side. How many times this turn had Close used Tumblemon's inherited effect to increase the memory gauge? It is precisely this reuse of inherited effects that is the roaring engine of this mineral deck. The effects continue to chain. This time, she suspends a different Tamer card than the previous one, placing Landramon from the trash under Pyramidimon as a Digivolution card. Then, by suspending another Tamer card, she fulfills her unique emblem's delay condition. Pyramidimon digivolves into a new form. At a cost of 1, its shining figure is cloaked in magnetic force, appearing to be a gigantic ball of pure energy. Clad in ultra-hard, jet-black rock streaked with red and blue, this Digimon is worthy of being called the 3-headed beast, Magnetic Dramon. This dragon, born out of the power of their bond, stood in the face of emptiness, ready to claim victory. Magnetic Dramon's first attack, Eismon Scatter Mode, crumbles. Since the previous Proganomons, when digivolving effect granted it piercing, a security check is made. Magnetic Dramon currently has 17,000 DP, and it's threatening 3 checks. The checks are Eismon, Scatter Mode, and Soundbirdmon, but they're no match for the beast. Unchained has 1 security card left. Because it unsuspended due to Pyramidimon's when attacking effect before, Magnetic Dramon's attack continues. Now, 2 when attacking effects trigger. First, Proganomon, Sunarizamon, and Landramon are trashed from Digivolution cards to delete 1 of Unchained's security cards. Now there are 0 security cards in Unchained's stack. Next is another when attacking effect. By once again adding the 3 cards as Digivolution cards that were just trashed from Digivolution cards, Magnetic Dramon unsuspends. Is this it? But now, Unchained starts to make a move. Eismon Scatter Mode, which was deleted earlier, had 4 Negamon as its Digivolution cards. The conditions for the emptiness to arrive have all been met. The opponent's turn effect of the Abbadomon core, sitting in the breeding area, returns 4 Negamon from the trash to the Digi-Egg deck, causing Abbadomon core to leap into the battle area to ambush Magnetic Dramon. The When moving effect of the Abbadomon core places 3 copies of Icemon Scatter Mode from the trash as its Digivolution cards and deletes Magnetic Dramon. If Magnetic Dramon is deleted, Close will have no chance to turn the tides back in her favor. Will Close truly be defeated? But wait. Fragment 3. By trashing Pyramidimon, Sunorisamon, and Landramon from Digivolution cards, Magnetic Dramon escapes the deletion effect of Abbadomon. Furthermore, the inherited effect of the trashed Landramon applied to Digivolve 1 to the Abbadomon core. It digivolves into Icemon Scatter Mode, then, because of collision, Magnetic Dramon and Icemon Scatter Mode battle. As one would expect, the one smashed into a fine powder is Icemon Scatter Mode, and so that final blow crushed Unchained. With this, in the bout between Close and Unchained, Close emerges victorious. Through the power of Close and Sunorisamon, Unchained's schemes were left unsuccessful, crushed to bits, but in Unchained's hands sat a piece that could serve as the key to the alternative override, the one that had saved the debugging team so many times before. What travails will future battles bring about? Wait for the next battle to find out.